Your name is Sean, and you're allowing people to call you Sean. Sean, you know? Sean, like Sean the sheep. It is absolutely ridiculous, guys, and we've got to do better. Like, we've got to do better. I want better for my people. Do not let the white man mispronounce your name, my brothers and sisters. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Adaeze and this is my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about my name and why it's important for those of us with ethnic names, African names, to make sure that people say our names right. Please make sure that you guys like this video, comment your thoughts, your opinions down below and subscribe to my channel. So my name is Adaeze, as I said. Adaeze is an Igbo name from Nigeria. If you don't know where Nigeria is, like, the Igbo people are one of the ethnic groups in Nigeria, so I'm Igbo, my family's Igbo, and my name is Igbo. Adaeze means princess. If you split up the word Adaeze, it has two parts. It has Ada and Ize. Ada means first daughter and Ize means king. So my name, first daughter of a king, a princess, like, you already know what it is. Like, I mean, look at me, like, we then knew I was a princess. So the meaning of my name is princess and first daughter, and I am indeed the first daughter, the first child in my family. Growing up, I got so used to people mispronouncing my name. I remember in primary school was when it started, because obviously that was my first experience of school, and the teachers would always say my name wrong. So the teacher would be reading the register and, you know, they'd be looking through all the names. Susan, here miss. Joseph, here miss. Oh gosh, this name's a bit difficult. Not sure how you say this one. Adaisy. And that's basically what would happen to me every time a teacher would read my name for the first time. Even some teachers who knew me for years would continue to like get stuck on my name. My mum always taught me that it was important to correct people when they say your name wrong. But I don't know, after a while I kind of got tired of it, and I grew up being a very shy and anxious kid, so I wasn't really the type of person who was going to correct people when they were saying my name wrong. So the name that stuck with me in primary school was Adaisy, because that's just how people read it. It was just easier for them to say, so everyone called me Adaisy. And people would make jokes like, oops, Adaisy, and I was like, it's not even funny because my name isn't Adaisy, but whatever. And it used to make me like upset, low-key, high-key, because obviously I'll go to school and people calling me Adaeze, and I'll go home and my family would be calling me Adaeze, Adaeze, Adaeze. And I just felt this kind of shame whenever I would hear someone say Adaeze, because that's just not my name. So when I went to secondary school, I was like, okay, this is my chance, you know, I'm gonna, you know, reclaim my name, because it was a new environment. No one who went to primary school with me was going to secondary school with me. It was a whole new place, a whole new life, you know. So I thought, you know, this is a time to get everyone to say my name right. When I started secondary school, that was probably the most anxious I've ever been in my life. I was just so, like, anyone who remembers me from year 7, I was just so, like, I didn't talk. Like, I was very, like, to myself. So the thought of correcting someone saying my name wrong was just, like, I couldn't do it. Like, I just couldn't do it. So again, everyone started calling me Adaeze, and it stuck. And it filled me with shame whenever I would hear people say Adaeze. One of the worst things for me was when a teacher would read my name, like, they would be reading the register, they'll see my name, they'll be like, oh, I'm not even going to bother saying that, because they thought it was just too hard to say. So they would just not refer to me, like, they would just not say my name. So they would just point at me. Supply teachers used to do that all the time, because I guess in their mind it's like, I'm only here for one day, so why would I even bother learning your name? But it's so disrespectful, and I didn't really realize that until I got older and I saw that that's not okay. When I was in like year 9 or year 10, I decided that I was going to try to get my form, like my classmates, to start calling me Adaeze and saying my name right. I remember, I'm so dramatic, obviously, you know. I stood on a chair in my form room and I was like, guys, my name's not Adaeze, it's Adaeze. And my form, they tried, like, I think they tried for like a week or 2 to say my name right, but it just didn't stick, because obviously these lot had known me since year 7 and they'd been calling me Adaeze, so they just, I don't know, it just didn't really stick, it didn't really work. And I didn't enforce it enough, like, I didn't correct people when they made the mistake. So yeah, you know, I went back into the abyss of mispronouncing my name as Adaeze. And then when I was like 16, I decided that whenever I would meet new people like outside school, I would introduce myself as Adaeze, so that they would always know me as Adaeze. So that's one little change that I made, but it wasn't enough, because all the people in my life, like my friends, you know, my paddies, my boom bows that I grew up with, were all calling me Adaisy, and it never felt right. It gave me the ick, you know. It's always given me the ick, that name, but I just have always been too anxious to correct people. I didn't want to be like that problematic girl, and especially being in a predominantly white school, I really didn't want that label of being like the black girl that's like got an attitude. Maybe I didn't think that explicitly in my head, like those exact thoughts, but I think that was a subconscious feeling that I had. So recently, like I'd say maybe this year, I said to my closest friends, like my friends I went to secondary school with, I said, guys, please, from now on, try and call me Adaeze. And they've been trying, but you know, somehow Adaeze has morphed into Adaise. Adaise is still not Adaeze. It's better than Adaisy, but it's still not Adaeze. So it is really hard because I think, obviously with our accents, because we grew up in the UK, it's so easy for us to automatically anglicize names. So I don't think they did it on purpose, but it's kind of slipped slowly back into Adaise. But you know, they're trying. I need to be the one that's enforcing it, like, no, it's Adaise, Adaise, Adaise. Do you get? So I wanted to talk a bit about why I think it's really, really important to make sure that people pronounce your name right, and how like it's never too late to correct people. Even if they've known you as one name for your whole life, it's never too late. In Igbo, like I said, my name means princess, it means first daughter. That's Adaeze. When you say Adaise, that means nothing. When you say Adaisy, that means nothing. Those words have no meaning in Igbo language. Igbo is a very tonal language. The way you pronounce something can completely change or take away the meaning of it. Deep the fact that my mum, before she even had me, before she even had my siblings, she had already planned our names. She had already spoken certain things into our life. For example, one of my younger sisters, her name is Mmachuku. Mmachuku means the beauty of God. Are you deep in that name? My mum called her the beauty of God. My sister is a manifestation of God's beauty in this world. I don't think you lot are deep in what I'm saying. That's why it's so important for you to pronounce people's names right, because when you don't pronounce it right, it takes away the meaning. Think about the intention that your parents had when they gave you that name. Some of the mispronunciations that we have today, they really hurt my heart. Your name is Funke, and you're allowing people to call you Funky. Funky. What's that? Your name is Sheon, and you're allowing people to call you Sean. Sean, you know? Sean, like Sean the sheep. It is absolutely ridiculous, guys, and we've got to do better. Like, we've got to do better. I want better for my people. There was this girl that my family knows. Her name is Nkechi. Do you know what Nkechi means? Nkechi means God's own. That child is God's own. Deep that meaning. Deep what her parents were saying, what they were professing when they named that child Nkechi. God, this child belongs to God. This girl goes by Nkechi. Nkechi. Nkechi has no meaning in Igbo. We don't pronounce it Nkechi. It's Nkechi. Nkechi. Something I've realized as well is that a lot of the time we feel like we shouldn't correct people because it's too hard for them to say, because it's too hard to do the accent or the Nigerian accent. It's not too hard, and I'll tell you why. When people respect you, they will learn how to say your name properly. They will learn how to say your name properly. A lot of these Caucasian people will act like it's too hard to say it because they haven't made the effort. I remember this one girl, basically, she would always call me Ada, and I don't like people calling me Ada unless you're my family or you're my friend. Like, you're my paddies, you're my boom bows, you get me? I don't like other people calling me Ada because it's a term of endearment for me. So I said to her one day, I don't like it when you call me Ada, because I knew she was calling me that because it's shorter than my full name, which is Adaeze. This girl was like, but Adaeze is so long. I was like, it's 6 letters long, babe. 6 letters. And she was like, oh. And the thing that pissed me off about that was the fact that this girl's name is 5 letters long. That's 1 letter less than my name. And our names have the same number of syllables. So it takes exactly the same amount of effort to say both of our names. I sound so passionate because, like, first of all, I'm very dramatic, but this is actually a really important issue. It is high time that we reclaim our names. No more Sean, your name is Sheon. No more Funky, your name is Funke. No more Nkechi, your name is Nkechi. No more Ngozi, your name is Ngozi. Don't ever feel like it's too late to get people to say your name right. I, for one, I'm going to be leading by example, and I'm going to be, you know, disciplining my friends. Anyone who mispronounces my name, I'm going to pattern them, tell them, no, it's Adaeze. Say it right. Because Adaeze means princess. Do you know how many times I'm like moving a bit wayward, and then I deep the meaning of my name, and I'm like, you're actually a princess. You're actually a princess, like you're royalty. No one can chat to me. My parents call me a princess. Like, now let me pop up my collar, because I don't think you lot are. I don't think you lot are understanding what I'm saying. Like, think of it in this sense. Okay, let's say there was a word like the word cupcake. If someone says the word cupcake to you in English, you know what that is. You know it's a baked treat and it looks like this and you eat it. If I said, can you pass me a cupcake? You would be like, what's that? Because it doesn't have the same meaning. It does not have the same meaning when you don't pronounce it right. And it's the same with our languages, whether your language is Igbo, whether your language is Yoruba or Swahili or Fula, Mandinka, especially in languages that are so tonal like Igbo or Yoruba. Pronunciation is everything. So, you know, I'm calling you guys, I'm urging you guys to reclaim your names. Don't be ashamed of your name. Don't ever make your name easier for anybody to say. And also be respectful of other people's names and other people's cultures. When I went to school with so many different people from different cultures. Indians, Sri Lankans, Vietnamese, Chinese, you know, everywhere. My school was very diverse. When I would hear someone's name, one thing I always do is I'll say it back to them and make sure that I say it right. Even if it means you go home and you revise that name, you practice it, you write it 1,000 times. Don't play with me. I'm Adaeze. Do you know what it means? Adaeze means princess. I'm a princess B. Talk to me blood clot nice. Adaisy doesn't mean nothing to me. Nothing. So you have to say my name right. Love yourselves, respect yourselves. Do not let the white man mispronounce your name. My brothers and sisters. Hope you guys are good. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And yeah, my name is Adaeze. Say it blood clot right. Or else. Make sure you guys like this video, comment down below, subscribe, all of that. My Instagram, follow me if you want, all of that. Bye guys.